we've added some new integrations. Some are partially incorporated. Let me just see if it's actually in here. Yeah. So one of the integrations that we've recently added, one of our co-pilot members uses Homebot, homebot.ai. And the cool thing about Homebot is it allows you to set up information about a person and the property that they currently own. And it sends out a message every month about maybe their financial opportunities for that property. It has information about their loan on that property, about how much equity they have in that property, and gives them options for, hey, if you sold it, this is how much profit you could get, or this is the equity you have in your home. What could you do with that equity if you used it differently, whatever. It's in correlation with some mortgage lenders, so it ties in some really good stuff. What this does is with Homebot, you can go in, you put in the API key. You do have to request that API key from Homebot. There's a form here. You click on this form, and then it will take you then to the Homebot side. And from here, you come down and request access. There's a Google form you have to fill out. Because it contains private information or whatever, they want to make sure that you are a Homebot customer and what system that you want to fill out. And then based off of that, they'll send you that API key. You then take that API key, put it in here. Whenever you do that, it will then do a connected link and make sure that you are connected. You're going to want to put in your Homebot email address that you use for Homebot inside of here. And then whenever you do that, you can specify what tag on a contact that you would want to do if you want to sync your contacts from SAM into Homebot, because Homebot will accept those information of that contact and the property. We can send it right over without doing anything other than just tagging that record. Whenever that record gets tagged, one of the cool things is you can set up a webhook. You click on this setup webhook, and we do the dirty work as far as connecting Homebot to SAM. And anytime anybody opens that email, if they click on that email, if they go to the website, the Homebot website, and they start doing, they check for maybe an amortization, or they do different things on that site, it notifies Homebot that they're doing that, but Homebot then notifies SAM that they're doing it, and we update those date fields. And whenever we update those date fields, that can start a routine. So it all ties it together. So if somebody just happens to get that email and they start looking, they start doing a property search for other properties, boom, we've got a property search date being filled in. Hey, they're actively searching for property. We should probably send them some information and start that routine. So it ties them together and kind of preemptively sends them information, because now they're looking. This particular piece is extremely powerful. And for Don, it was a matter of, he was getting names, and in the previous database he was using, he was tagging those names, then once a month exporting that tagged list of names, taking them over to Homebot, importing them manually, and going through that process. And it would take 30 minutes to get everything set up. Now, as a lead comes in, all he has to do, whenever that lead comes in, he can automatically put them on that tag, part of that email import, go ahead and tag them with that tag. And then as soon as that tag is added with that person, it automatically sends it to Homebot. And then that automatically sends out the introduction to Homebot email. Hey, you've been subscribed to Homebot. Here's the benefits and blah, blah, blah. It does have the ability to choose languages as well, English or Spanish. So
Nice.